Trust me, it is very hard to try to find drone footage of this stadium, but nonetheless, we're being treated to two Super League games running sort of simultaneously at the upper end of the ladder. But for this match and this stream particularly, we're going to be looking at the Toulouse Olympique versus the Wigan Warriors. Wigan Warriors top of the table with a 90 plus points difference and 3 wins in a row, but 2 for 1 in their start of the year for Toulouse Olympique as they look to get a big win and cement themselves as possible early title contenders. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to wherever you are for this matchup. Oh, there's a little bit of a spoiler for the lineups here. We'll put that back, but how are we all doing for this matchup? And yeah, this is going to be quite an interesting game to see what ends up happening. Two pretty decent teams who've had alright starts to the year, including, I mean, Wigan's just been slapping teams silly left and right, and we'll see if they can do that over in the south of France. But yeah, this is going to be an exciting one, as we've got about less than 15 minutes from the start of kickoff. So the other game that is running sort of simultaneously, but it's kicking off in about half an hour after this starts, is the Bradford Bulls and St Helens, who are also 2 for 1. So pretty decent timing in that. And the other Super League game they'll be doing will be the Bradford Bulls and, not Bradford Bulls, the Huddersfield Giants and Hull Kingston Rovers, who are both bottom of the table. They're absolutely rooted to the bottom. So currently 5 votes in the poll already, and 4 of them have gone in favour of the Wigan Warriors to keep a perfect 4-0 record to start their season. And very much so, it's going to be interesting to see. Ignore this. This is from like the NRL stuff, because hopefully to see a good match from this, because so far most of the NRL games have kind of been blowouts. Like, generally, if it wasn't for the Manly Canberra game, if anyone hasn't seen the footage for that one, do check it out. Goes to Golden Point. Won't spoil who wins, but you probably will by the time by searching it up. But anyways, just a bit of a unfortunate reminder, no game footage will be shown on this stream. I can't compete with Sky. I mean, when you're dealing with a country that's got a bit of a thing called the telly license, it's yeah, it's a bit nervy in that. But I think this is going to be pretty exciting, and I guess we could just go straight into the team list. So without further ado, we start with the home team of Toulouse Olympique. Ollie Asher-Bolt at fullback with Benjamin Laguerre and Luke Polselli on the wings. Romeo Tuapi and Ruben Rene as the centres. Thomas Lecan and Jake Shorrocks as the playmakers. Lambert Belmas and Rob Butler as the props, with Brendan Hands as the hooker. Matthew Jasami and AJ Wallace as the second row, with Anthony Marion as the lock. You got Joe Catter, Joe Bretherton, I apologise, James Romanos and Hugo Garrigues as the bench, with the 18th man is the number 11, Maxime Stefani. And we go now into the ladder leaders. The Wigan Warriors starting off with Bevan French at fullback, with Zach Eckersley and Liam Marshall on the wings, with Adam Kieran and Liam Farrell in the centres. Jack Faramond and Harry Smith are the playmakers. Ethan Havard and Luke Thompson are the props, with Brad O'Neill as hooker. Junior and Sember and Sam Walters are the second row, with Cade Ellis at lock. Patrick Margot, Oliver Partington, Sam Esser Jr. and Taylor Kerr are the bench, with the number 8, the 18th man being number 26, Nathan Lowe. So pretty interesting teams from both. I mean, like in terms of my Australian league mind, obviously Bevan French come to mind. Talks about him coming to the Knights a couple of years ago. He's like, you know what? No, I'll stay with Wigan, and it's been doing pretty damn well for him so far. Brendan Hands at hooker. I know him from his time from Parramatta, and he got loaned out to Toulouse near the latter stages of the 2025 season, and now he's over there permanently now, which is good to see. There's Ruben Rene also. He's a Cook's Island international. So it'll be interesting to see. We're just about 10 minutes away from the start of the game. So, yeah, just another reminder, no game footage will be shown on this stream. You'll just be looking at this face the entire time, which is unfortunate, but that's how it is going to be, unfortunately. So, yeah. Don't say I didn't warn you, is to say the very least. But, do have a little bit of an answer. I did kind of sort of subtly talk about this. I'm trying to think if this was either during a Super League stream or it was during an NRL stream. It might have been NRL, but I'm very much in the process now of coming over to England to watch some Super League matches in person, which I'm very excited to go to. We have got tickets, well, myself, to Magic Weekend in Liverpool, which I'm very excited to see because, I mean, I've always wanted to go watch English Rugby League, and it's also a pretty stacked lineup of matches. I mean, you've got the whole derby and you've got the Good Friday derby. So it's going to be pretty cool to see. It's very excited to go with England for the first time back in the homeland, you know, being a convict and all. So that should be a very interesting, enticing trip. Hopefully get over there with no issues, especially with the bit in between both countries. But it should be a very cool, interesting thing to say at the very least. So 6 votes now in favour of... 6 votes, sorry, in the poll, with 5 in favour of the Wigan Warriors to take out this game and go 4 in a row to start the season. And then I'll just be looking to see, because the only other team is the Warrington Wolves, who are a game behind because they were scheduled to play round 2 against Hull Kingston Rovers, but they were busy doing the World Club Challenge and then doing nothing else since, because it's been a bit of a weird state for them at the moment. Now we're going up to 7 votes, and we have another vote for, I believe it was to Toulouse Olympique. It's at 86%. It might just be 1. I think about the vote, it might have gone to Wigan. So it should be alright. So about 8 minutes away now from kickoff. Should be an exciting game to say the least. Yeah, this is my first time doing both teams, which is kind of mental to think about, because I just for some reason haven't had any time. Just the times just haven't really meshed well, but it finally has. And then you got the game of 2, which I haven't done for I haven't done Huddersfield, and I haven't done Hull Kingston Rovers in the Super League yet. I did the World Club Challenge, but haven't seen Huddersfield yet. But bit of a in a match which probably should be a parity restoring for the defending treble or quadruple holders in Hull Kingston Rovers. But now our mind focuses on this in Toulouse, and excited to see how this one will go about. But I'm going to say that we should actually transfer over to the new thing. So there we go. We've got the stars here, which I'm going to be using as how I'm going to predict. And this will be a very interesting, enticing game, but I can't go against how Wigan have been playing in the opening 3 matches. So there we go. That start means that I'm tipping the Wigan Warriors to get the job done. Sorry, France. 8 votes now in the poll, and it's 88% in favour of Wigan to take the game out. And does anybody have any bets on? I know it's a bit different in terms of like the betting of what you can bet on, I guess, when it comes to from England in comparison to what is it from Australia and that, because you can bet on like a lot of things. You can only bet on like a couple of aspects, but you can't do like try scorers and whatnot over here. So now just waiting for the start of this. Pretty much the broadcast for this airs 5 minutes before the game begins, so very rushed interval here. So we're just now waiting for the start of this to go, but yeah, this is going to be hopefully a good, enticing match to kick off me doing the coverage, me doing the streams for round 4. There was plans of doing one of the games earlier, but in the round, but I wasn't able to get that done. But we're very close now to seeing some Super League action. We're very close. And just another quick reminder that no game footage will be shown of this stream, unfortunately, due to copyright. I mean, to be fair, like Fox for Rugby League is getting a bit more stricter, as it seems. So God knows what Sky Sports are going to be like. But anyways, yep, we're about 10 votes now, as we've now got a 7-3 in favour of Wigan, but there is a little bit of support for Toulouse Olympique to knock off the current undefeated, one of the 2 undefeated sides in the competition so far. But yeah, this is going to be, I'm hoping for this for an exciting match. If I did have to get into a specific predictions, I reckon it's going to be maybe Wigan 13 plus, but I feel like it's going to be like a 14 or an 18. But yeah, this is, I think, my first time fully witnessing Junior and Semba playing. He's probably one of the most exciting players, I think, because I've only found out about when I played Rugby League 26 and seen bits and pieces of him, but he's a very exciting player to say nonetheless. So another match is in round 4. Wakefield defeating Hull 14-10. That was a game I was going to be looking at doing. Lee losing to Catalan away. That was another game I was looking at, but didn't happen. And Warrington with a 38-30 win. Is this a stream of the match or just a discussion? This is just a live watch along, but yeah, this is all that's going to be shown for the game, unfortunately. So, so the game won't be shown here, unfortunately, Doodle. So, if I can find there's a way to watch it for free, it's like VPNs maybe you could possibly find something, but unfortunately I don't have anything that could be possibility of help. So just coming in now, just another reminder. Yep, no game footage unfortunately is going to be shown here. This is just a stupid companion piece, if anything. As so yeah. I should actually just put a pin up just to let people know. Due to copyright. We'll just put them up for future reference. I'll actually pin it up the top here so that will disappear when the thing. But yeah, it's one of those ones I wish I possibly could. Then again, I've never tested it, but I don't want to piss off Sky, you know what I mean? If that makes any type of sense. So now we're just waiting to see what does end up happening, waiting for both teams to come out onto the field, as there's a ram on the field. With the mascot, Ollie Ashwell and Bevan French being the 2 highlighted players. In terms of a win predictions, it's about a 73% in favour of Wigan taking this game out. And speaking of 73%, that is currently what the votes had, 73% in favour of the Wigan Warriors to take this game out. But yeah, pretty much, I actually need to do proper research to let people know how they're going to be able to watch this game. I guess I could try to be a little bit slick, but I'm not. Like, you can't even, like, show your screen from, like, the broadcast on here because it just won't pop up at all. Which is weird, so it's going to be a whole heap of, like, things you got to try to get around. Middle camera's adjusting its focal zoom. As you're seeing a couple of travelling Wigan fans over in France, which is good to see. So yeah, just waiting to see until the start of this game. We should be very close now, as we're pretty much the kickoff is slated for 4 p.m. I don't know why this is actually saying 5. It's actually 4 a.m. So just waiting to see what will happen, and waiting for both teams to pop out and see how this game will go. The referees are out in the front. Not going to lie, it's a black and white kit. It actually looks rather nice. I wouldn't mind seeing if that's able to be purchased in that, because it's a pretty decent looking kit. So I'm just trying to so yeah, now we're just waiting. Yep, here we go. Here is the Wigan Warriors walking out onto the field. It's a bit more accustomed for both teams walking out, but yep, just the one. So Wigan walking out, unless Toulouse walk out in a different angle, or just one walks out first, the other one walks out following them. So yeah, just waiting to see Toulouse Olympique to come out onto the field as all the Wigan players are out. They're out on the bench and waiting. We still have not seen the French side. Just trying to see what's happening. Yeah, it's been a couple of minutes. And here we go. Now Toulouse Olympique now out onto the field. Bit of a weird one, but they're walking out with mascots. I just expected it to do both, I suppose. I mean, out at the same time. And as you see now, 13 votes in favour. Now in the poll, 77% in favour of Wigan, which is kind of exactly what the percentages have been for who wins this game in the from Sky. So pretty interesting. Just one more reminder before we go into it. Unfortunately, no game footage will be shown in this stream. This is purely just a watch along, as I essentially you're watching a reaction stream whilst not being able to see what I'm reacting to, if that makes any sense. But anyways, both teams now out on the field. The referee waiting to kick this off to get underway. So we're just waiting to see who gets first possession. So we've got the Wigan Warriors kicking off. They'll be running screen left in their highlighter kit. And it'll be Toulouse Olympique getting first possession of the ball. So we've got two pretty informed teams, both currently in the top 6. But can Toulouse cause the upset and knock off the current league leaders in the competition? I guess we're going to find out. The referees are ready. The 14... Oh, we get the last second vote. There we go. 14 votes right before the game's kicked off, as it is a 79% in favour of the Wigan Warriors getting it done, and we are underway for the start of this matchup as Toulouse catch it on the 10. They've spread it now more into the middle of the field, and it's going to be wrapped up inside of the 10 for the first tackle for Toulouse Olympique. And it's another run up the guts there. That's the number 8 of Lambert Belmas. Still inside of the 10 here for the second tackle. Probably going to be expecting a big defensive set here. And they've only just gotten past that 10 inside the 15. Daryl Witter. Big up Slab. Just waiting to see why the scoreboard hasn't... is not going on. We'll just try to see what's going on. We'll just... okay, this is interesting. For some reason, the scoreboard is just not updating yet. This is the last tackle kick. Only 17 metres gained by Toulouse. So Wigan will catch the ball inside the 30, and they get right on halfway for the first tackle. So a very decent defensive set from Toulouse Olympique. Okay, this is a little bit interesting. We've currently got no scoreboard for some reason, but here we go, 35 metres away from the try line here. Wigan still running up the middle, as that's the number 10 of Luke Thompson. So Wigan now spreading it out to the left-hand side as I try to fix whatever on earth is going on. That last tackle kick, it's kicked more centrally into the field. There's a bunch of people chasing up for, and I believe it's Toulouse who's gotten the ball, and they'll get held up just in front of their try line for the first tackle. So I guess I've got to physically write in the scores here. So, and I just have to keep an eye on how long the time is a bit more vigilantly. So 2 minutes now gone so far in this matchup, as Toulouse now still inside of their own half, just inside of the 20 for the fourth tackle. So it's really just showing how much of a defensive force Wigan have been, only just getting past their 20 for the last tackle. Deep kick there from the back, and it's going to take a couple of bounces, and it'll be picked up on the 20-metre line by Bevan French. Vance getting the ball away from him, he runs past the 30 for the and brought down for the first tackle for Wigan. Now Eckersley gets a run just shy of halfway for the second tackle. So now almost 3 minutes gone in this game. Adam Kieran now into Toulouse half. Now 40 away on the third. And now run up the middle. 30 away from the try line now. Fourth tackle for the Warriors. They're spreading it out to the left-hand side. They've got numbers on their wing. If they go for a proper run, goes more central and gets wrapped up 15 away now. Last tackle for Wigan. It goes in the hands of Smith, who kicks it off to the right-hand side of the field. It's been battered backwards. The pass has gone a bit hayward, and it's just ended up in Toulouse's hand as Toulouse get past the 20-metre line and brought down for the first tackle. And this could be a threatening of a possible penalty there. It's 0 tackle, actually, so this probably should see the best set by Toulouse so far this game. Now 3.5 gone. And there is Shorrocks. He gets brought down. There's the number 13 of Marion, who gets brought down on the 40 for the third tackle. So far, in terms of attacking wise, it is the better set as they've now entered Wigan's half. They spread it out to the right-hand side. They've got numbers if they can try to get it right. There's Ruben Rennie. They're getting offloads off. Still going. Shorrocks. Shorrocks still with the ball. Gets a pass off the actual Bolt, and the ball gets knock on. But what a great set that was for Toulouse. They kept getting held back. Not even past their 30, and then they run all the way through and then get through. So 4.5 minutes gone, still 0-0 as Wigan end up with their ball inside the 10, as we're still trying to figure out why the scoreboard isn't working. So just bear with me quickly. Man, I might actually have to pull up this thing here. Just on the old Google search, it's the scrum feed, passes off to the right-hand side, and the first tackle takes place inside of the 20 for the Wigan Warriors. Okay, just bear with me as I try to make some tweaks here to try to use a proper scoreboard. So now inside the 30 here for the second tackle. Bit one-upmans. It was for the third tackle, actually, is in Semba there with the ball. Gets brought down just shy of the 40, and they've taken the early kick on the fourth. So there we go. We've got a scoreboard. We just have to let you know what the minute is. But a decent run there from Toulouse, who's gathered the kick, and it is the number 25 no, it is the number 5 of Laguerre. Everything's just going brilliantly so far. I was being a little bit chaotic now, spreading it out to the right-hand side, but they're not getting much movement going. But there's an overcommitment on Wigan's left-hand wing, and there's another big line break going. They're trying to get another pass off, but it's still going. The tackle was broken, and it's Jasami now 15 away from the try line. Third tackle for Toulouse, and it's 2 back-to-back incredible sets, and this could... They go to the left-hand side here, 2-on-2. Getting a big run there is Tropi now, 5 away from the try line. Fourth tackle for Toulouse. They'll spread it now to the right-hand side and trying to find a run there, Lacan. And he gets held up 5 away now. Last tackle, just 6 minutes gone here in this game. Spreads it out to the right, and it's going to be kicked in that similar area. There's a couple of chases. It's a bit deep. It is too deep, and it'll be taken inside of the goal mouth by Wigan. It's a 7-tackle set from a 20-minute restart to start this. But man, after being just dominated so far, and there we go, first penalty. This Wigan trying to wrestle back some of the momentum. So this will be what Wigan needs to try to wrestle back in controls. But now 7 minutes gone in this game. So we've actually got a bit of a scoreboard here. It's actually just a one off Google. So on the Google searches. So I'll just have to keep reminding of what minute it is, but at least we actually have one that's working and not flash score. Kick goes out on the Toulouse 40, so full set of 6. Now coming in there's Nsemba, almost breaks the line there, and he gets brought down 30 metres away from the try line for the first tackle. And now it's a run through the middle here, 20 out now, second tackle for Wigan. Still been remaining central, just getting their forwards to go right up the middle. They get an offload here, and they're still going here now for Wigan. Give it to Havard, and they're spreading it out to the right-hand side. They're going to go for the corner, and just like that, it's Zach Eckersley who goes over And it's 4-0 to the Wigan Warriors with a kick to come, just 8 minutes into this game. But, man, very end-to-end stuff with a lot of threatening from Toulouse. But it is Wigan who get the first try of the matchup. There we go, 4-0. That's a nice little graphic. There we go. So might just keep it at that. But yeah, it's just capitalising on the penalty, and there's just a lot of space there for Eckersley to dive over. So really good driving up the middle, trying to bring in the wings of in terms of defence, and then just spread it out and make them punished. So Zach Eckersley makes it 4-0 to Warrington with a conversion attempt. That's his 5th try of the season, so he's already averaging more than 1 try a match so far, that's absolutely brilliant stats to have as a winger. Be sort of near Marcus Seaver, but I mean Marcus Seaver's been on a generational run, especially after what he did in Vegas the other week. So now from the sideline here, as the wind goes left to right, be a chance here to make this a 6-0 lead to Wigan. So here is the conversion attempt as we're just 9 minutes gone in this matchup. Here is the conversion attempt. It looks good, but it doesn't curl enough, and it's going to remain 4-0 as we've now just passed 9 minutes gone in this matchup. So pretty decent play down the wing there for Wigan to get the first try of the match, as it being Zach Eckersley going over. But pretty interesting couple of opening sets there for Toulouse, being held back, not even getting past their 30 for 2 of the opening sets, and then causing massive breaks down the line, threatening Wigan to possibly score. But it is the Warriors taking the lead as Toulouse now kick off to the right-hand side of the field to restart the game. Might actually try to see if I'd actually get the score down, as Wigan now, it's Bevan French with the ball, and he'll get brought down on the 20 for the second tackle, as we're now about past 10 minutes gone in this matchup, and it's Wigan that's taken the early lead. Now onto the 30 for the third. And they're getting some good passing going, and I feel like Toulouse wingers are starting to overcommit in defence, but could be something that Wigan could exploit. And nice offload there, and Wigan still entering Toulouse half, and he's bounced off a couple of tackles there. They still get the ball, Kieran, but it's gone all the way back, and it's a 0, so it's taken a touch off a Toulouse player, so it's a full set of 6, and they're sprung all the way out to the left-hand side. There's absolute massive gap. They're threatening to still keep going. They don't want to get tackled, and finally the 0 tackle happens 10 metres out from the try line, so a big chance here for Wigan to get more points on the board. They're going to go right up the gut here of the number 10 of Luke Thompson, 5 away from the try line, run in front of the post. And Wigan go to the right-hand side, which has worked already. Big run there by Walters. Again short, and again it's another quick play. Run from Durry half, and Adam Kieran goes over. A bit of a bum rush there, and it is going to be given a try. They might have a look at it, but I feel like there's absolutely nothing wrong there. And it looks like it will be 8-0 to Wigan with a kick to come. Now 11 minutes gone in this matchup. Adam Kieran just dummies it off to the right, and he's just able to ground it. Yeah, there's going to be absolutely nothing wrong with that try, as that's going to be 8 points to 0. I'm just going to tweak this up to see if we can actually get the number in. There we go. That's what we want. So if we see if we can just squeeze that thing there. There we go. 8-0. So try confirm, there's nothing wrong with that at all. So yep, there we go. We can now see just roughly where the time is, just down there. But there we go, Adam Kieran getting the second try of the match, and despite the early bits of threatening, to say the least, it's now from Toulouse, it's now 8-0 the kick to come, and this kick more central from the field on the right hand side instead of the right on the sideline, which was the first attempt to kick here by Kieran. So now he will attempt to kick and convert his own try. So now we're just waiting to see this conversion attempt. Can this be 10-0? Right in between the sticks. Perfect kick. And now 13 minutes gone in this matchup. It is now 10-0 to the Wigan Warriors. So Roman Tamak, who is plays for Stade Toulouse, so for the Toulouse rugby team, and he's also French national team. It's cool to see him watching. Look at me pretending like I know fucking rugby. Anyways, here's a good kick-off here by Toulouse. Similar positioning it has been. It's been attacking Wigan's right, but here's a run up the middle here for the number 8 of Ethan Havard. Brought down inside of the 10 for the first. Now gives it off to Nsemba. And he'll run and get inside of the 20 here for the second. Just one up plays here by the forwards is Luke Thompson. Just getting shy of the 30, but this is a very quick set being played so far. Possibly trying to get a penalty or a set restart. Oh, big slamming tackle there by Toulouse on the 40 now for the 4 for the Wigan Warriors. Just running up now into the middle as they get brought down on halfway for the last tackle. So the clock time is a bit wrong. It's about 2 minutes behind because it's now the 14th minute of the match. And the kick is taken by Ashal Bot of Toulouse. And he will get wrapped up inside of the 20 for the first tackle for Toulouse. Now Toulouse just trying to get back. Players getting quite slowed back to the line. It's only 40 minutes into the game, so could be one of these just try to survive and get a deep kick in, as barely have gotten any meters here, so it's pretty reminiscent of their earlier sets. Only inside of their 30 for the third tackle, and it's only gone 16 meters so far. And now just on the 30 here for the fourth tackle. Just seeing, oh, big run there by Belmas, who gets an offload off. And Toulouse just trying to get some type of passes, and they've gone all the way back to the 20. So last tackle on their 20-meter line. So they've only gone 13 meters forward in this entire set. And here comes a deep kick by Shorrocks. And it's going to be taken by Bevan French on Wigan's 30. And he'll run into Toulouse half as he sees some support. It's a big bossing run by Big Baldy. And he'll get brought down 40 away from the try line for the first tackle. Now inside Toulouse half. Nsemba trying to find a gap. Gets an offload. Wigan now still trying to find a gap through this line. They're very tight, so they just need to go down the right-hand side. They should be able to score here. But they'll go another deep into the middle here as that's Cade Ellis. 10 metres out now, central of the field. Third tackle for Wigan. Now to Thompson. Thompson again now, just off to the left-hand side now. 5 out, fourth tackle. They'll now go to the right-hand side as Harry Smith tries to go himself from a dummy, but he'll get held up. That's a couple metres short of the line now. Last tackle for Wigan. They'll go down the short right-hand side. Bullet pass into the middle, and it's Adam Kieran again. Barely gets touched, dives over the line, and it's now 14-0 to the Wigan Warriors. Now 16 minutes gone in this matchup, and was hoping for a good match and not to be a complete blowout, as I was complaining about all the blowouts happening in the NRL. But yeah, Wigan heard that and told me to go fuck myself, because this is what's going to be happening here. But I mean, what a dominant start here. I mean, like, from Wigan, very much on course at the moment to make this 4 from 4, as Adam Kieran gets his third try of the Super League season, and it's his second for the game. So try confirmed, as the button had to get to press it like several times for it to work. So Adam Kieran converted his own try but missed the first conversion attempt. So this to make it 2 from 3 and make it a 16-point lead, because currently at the moment the only thing Wigan are competing against is the clock. Which at the moment the clock is currently winning by 3, but it could be only winning by 1 if we get up to this point. So here we go. Adam Kieran sort of more closer to the sideline, which was near the first kick. This to make it 16-0 to the Wigan Warriors. He steps up and he just scuffs it wide. Didn't curl enough, and it's going to remain 14-0. Now 17.5 minutes remaining. So this timer here is going to be about like 2 minutes behind. So we'll try our best to just keep it all refreshing that. But I mean, it's just been a brilliant half so far by Wigan. It's like, what do you want me to say? It's kind of been belt to backside at the moment. Just waiting now for the kickoff, and we're back underway, and it's again to Wigan's right-hand side. Just rinse and repeat here, as it's Ethan Havard who gets brought down in just shy of the 20-metre line for the first tackle. Now 18 minutes gone in this matchup, and it's just been, for the first couple of minutes, there was possible threats by Toulouse, but it's just, ever since for the last like 10 minutes, it's just been all Wigan, as it gets brought down on the 40. And again, Wigan just keep on charging there as Thompson gets brought down just shy of halfway for the fourth tackle. Now it's Cade Ellis who gets brought down inside of Toulouse half, 35 away from the try line. Last tackle here for Wigan. Smith goes for a little chip kick after running for a fair bit, but it is taken by Toulouse. And it's the poor winger of Luke Paulselli who gets smashed by Nsemba. And this will be the second tackle now for Toulouse inside of their 20. We'll see how good this defensive structure has been for Wigan. I mean, it's going really well at the moment. Still inside of their 20, Toulouse for the third tackle. Only 5 metres of attack so far. And now fourth tackle now inside of the 30. Just keeps on going, and it's just Toulouse getting to their 30 for the last tackle. They've only had, I hate to see the average set distance, because that's only 12 metres for their entire set, as we're starting to see some changes here as Rob Butler comes off. Rightio, so Wigan now with the ball, and this will be the second tackle, and it'll just be shy of halfway. So not a too bad run, as this is now the number 20 of Sam Esser Jr. Will get brought down 40 away from the try line now in Toulouse half. And again, Wigan just keep getting easy meters. 30 away now, fourth tackle. They'll spread it now to the left-hand side, as you see Nsemba trying to break tackles but can't get through. Last tackle 20 metres out now for Wigan. And it's given to Smith, who kicks it to the left-hand side. Attempted batter back, and it's going to be ending up as Wigan's ball, but it will be a changeover as Toulouse survive at least that attack, as we're now 20.5 minutes gone in this first half. And pretty shocking to say, but I think Toulouse need to do something, and this is just embodiment as right on the try line Toulouse are, and Wigan trying to get them tackled inside for a goal line dropout, and they might get it this half, and the ball pops out anyways, and it's a knock on inside of the 10. So this perfect sort of first half just keeps getting better here for Wigan, and they'll get a scrum 10 metres out, full set of 6, and just a bigger chance to get more points on the board, as we're now 21 minutes gone in this first half. And I feel like as a big monstrous as a brass band with drums, what the fuck is this? Is weird. Anyway, scrum for 10 metres out. Sorry I lost my trail of thought there, but it's just big old tuba. So scrum inside the 10 here. They give it out to Smith, and they're going to spread it out to the right hand side over the top to the winger for Zach Eckersley, but there's not enough room. They give it back to Bevan French, and French will get brought down 10 away from the try line on the right hand side for the first tackle. And the pass goes a bit hayward, ends up with Esser Jr., and he'll get held up 10 away now for the second tackle. They'll run up the guts here. Thompson now brought down 5 away now, third tackle. Spreading it out now to the right-hand side, which has worked for them oh so well here. And it's going to keep on going as it's Zach Eckersley again. It's the right side, which has been ever so perfect here for Wigan. 22 minutes gone, and it is now 18-0 with a kick to come. It's just, oh boy, this is one of those matches now where it's kind of like, what else can I say? Because then you're just repeating the same type of ordeal, and yeah, so you've got a brace by Eckersley and a brace by Kieran. It's just that right side attack for Wigan, which has just been absolutely brilliant as the Wigan fans are drinking full-on like pictures of beer. So here we go, another conversion attempt here by Adam Kieran. This to make him, he's only gone 1 for 3 as Eckersley makes his 6th try of the Super League season. 6 tries in 4 games is mental. So Adam Kieran now just waiting to try to get this conversion attempt going, as we're now 23.5 minutes gone in this first half. And this is a chance to make it 20-0 to Wigan. This is where I start to worry if I've chosen the wrong game and then find out, oh yeah, Bradford and St Helens is going to be an absolute classic close game. Here's the conversion attempt, and it's not good. Kieran only 1 for 4 actually so far this half, so it is going to remain 18-0. So it could be a lot worse for Toulouse if all the conversions did go, but just too much space on the right-hand side for Eckersley, which has been the result for both of their tries. So, yeah, 24 minutes now gone, so we've got about 16 remaining in this first half, and yeah, I think Toulouse need to do something because they're playing like merde. It's okay, here's a big run there by SA Junior. Gets the first hit up and brought down inside of the 20 for the first tackle. So it should be very close now for the start of the other game taking place, which is the Bradford Bulls and St Helens. So we'll try to keep an eye on what's going on in that game, because it's pretty more interesting as Wigan now get another break and to get brought down on halfway for the third tackle. It's been one of those games of utter Wigan dominance. Just waiting for the 4:30 kickoff there. Then again, $10 for Bradford to beat Wigan, to beat St Helens. So here we go. Last tackle for the Warriors, 35 away from the try line. They'll go off to the right, and it's a kick and chase. There's going to be some pressure here, and the ball's popped up, and it's fallen for Kieran, and Kieran's grounded, but I feel like it's going to be a knock-on first by Wigan, and it is, unfortunately, because they are human. Nothing is completely going in their way, so it's going to be a handover to the Toulouse Olympique, and so we have 15 minutes gone. They'll get the ball. It's a nice bit of reprieve, but they're only 18-0 down, and by the way it's been playing, could be a lot worse, and that's something they need. It's a penalty for a high shot. So, yep, Toulouse get a penalty now, so they're just going to try to kick for a touch as far as possible. And it's only going to go about 15 metres, so they'll be right inside their 40, still in their own half. But Toulouse can have a sense where they could start to build and try to get some points on the board, as that is the number 20 of AJ Wallace, the Jamaican international. Or the Jamaican national. I don't know if he's played internationally. He might have. But I haven't done my research. So Toulouse now just trying to threaten to enter Wigan's half, which seems like hasn't happened for the last 10-15 minutes, but they will now. Trying to get off to the right. There's a flat ball there. They're getting some decent meters now. 35 away from the try line. Third tackle for Toulouse. Go down the short right-hand side as they're still trying to go. His hands trying to make it more centrally. They're thinking about an early kick, but it doesn't work. Fourth tackle, 25 out now for Toulouse. They're going off to The left-hand side here, flat ball, and that's going to be coming off. Oh, and they're classing it as a knock-on into Wigan. So, just one set that could have gone. Yep, that's going to be classed as a knock-on. He lost it in. The Toulouse player lost it into Wigan. So, it'll be a changeover on the 20-metre line for Wigan. It's actually going to be a scrum. So, 13 minutes now remaining in this, and realistically, probably one or two more tries. Really should just put Toulouse out of this game before the second half even starts, as Toulouse got a mountain goat. Probably makes sense. There's mountains in the south of France, aren't there? So completion rate, 92% in favour of Wickens and Sember, and they're spreading it out to their right. I thought there was going to be a pass happening, but it didn't occur. Just shy of the 40 now for the second tackle. As Wigan now trying to run up the middle as Partington. Just shy of halfway for the third. Now they're getting it off now to their right-hand side, which has been ever so deadly. Bevan French there with the ball to Kieran. Flings it back to Bevan French. And they're still keeping the passing going as it's... Oh, and the ball does end up popping out as Faramond couldn't hold on to it. So Toulouse will get the zero tackle just shy of halfway. And now here we go. But they need to build off something to get some points of the ball, as Lacan brought down 40 away from the try line for the second tackle. They're now going to go off to the right-hand side to keep it more central. Now 35 out for the second tackle. Now they're trying to run up the middle as they're trying to get more on time. As we're about to enter 11 and a half now to go. Third tackle, still 20 out. Toulouse now spreading it out to the left-hand side. They've got some gas. If it goes, oh, the dummy! And it's Ashley Charles. He breaks the tackle. Just short of the line now. Fourth tackle for Toulouse. They're knocking on the door here. And it's a set restart anyways. Don't try to lose it. So Lacan tries to go from dummy half, but he'll get held again on the line for the first tackle. And it's going to be a penalty here. Immediately offside here by Wigan. So Toulouse, I mean, you're 18 points down. You have to go for the try. If you go for the two, this fist is going through the monitor. But here we go. So now about to enter the final 10 minutes of this first half. And Toulouse with a real chance to finally get some points on the board. Right at the guts here for the first tackle. Now 5 away. Still very central, as that was Romanos. And they're trying to pass it out to the right, but it's gone backwards. And now it's trying to run up the middle as Toulouse trying to find some breakaway. And some breaking the line to score. They'll go off to the right-hand side, Toulouse, and the ball's going to bounce. Still gone backwards, so still playing on. And he's run all the way to the left-hand side at Ashel Bolt, and that's going to be charged down, and it'll be a knock-on by Wigan. So Toulouse will get another set as we've now entered the final 10 minutes of this first half. But Ashel Bolt being the only real person at the moment here for Toulouse that's trying to spark some type of attack. So now just waiting to see what does happen from this. 9.5 now remaining. Can Toulouse just get in this ball? Because if they keep this momentum going with a try and then get a second one, it could be very close going into the sheds. And then momentum's open to interpretation now. Off to the right-hand side from the scrum. Toulouse again trying to find that line. They try to get an offload off, and the tackle was called. I don't know why you'd be going for offloads at this point. I mean, like, it's first tackle, lads. You could chill out. As they fling it out now from... They've almost got about 20 metres back from the passing from the line, as that's the number 16 of Brotherton. 15 away now for the second tackle. They'll try to go to the left-hand side here. They've got numbers if they can try to get the pass correctly. And it's going to be put down, unfortunately, now by the number 19 of Troppi. And... those chances ever slim so far this game for Toulouse. Slip through their fingers, and it's going to be Wigan scrum inside of their own 10-metre line. But yeah, this is definitely currently at this point is of a kind of one-sided, isn't it? I mean, we had a bit of momentum there, but unfortunately it's just not all going to plan Oh, he's going to plan perfectly for Wigan, but I don't know what Toulouse were expecting in this, and we'll just try to see if Wigan are able to add more points on the board as we're entering now the 8 minutes remaining in this first half, and I guess there's going to be a lot of talking points going into the second half, and it's I don't even know what to ask for the halftime question. Is will Toulouse score a try? But here we go. I spoke too soon. There's a knock on in the play by Wigan, so 30 metres away from the try line, a full set of 6 from the scrum incoming. So this is another chance here of attacking football by Toulouse as they try to get over to get their possible first try of the match. Time off is being paused now, and it looks like we're getting a captain's challenge here. It looked like it was a loose carry, but Wigan are challenging that it might have been knocked out. So we'll have a look and see here. So we'll see what this challenge is about and see if it does end up being successful. It looks like it's a very simple loose carry, to be honest with you. Okay, Joe Cato's around the play of the ball and standing and not retreating away, so he's actually offside. So they're now looking. This is where it comes in interesting when it comes to. So they're saying that Joe Cato, who's around the play of the ball, and he's impeding on it. So it's challenge successful, and it's going to be a penalty to Wigan. But here's the thing that annoys me about this is Wigan have gone up specifically saying that they're challenging the knock on, but they've just given a captain successful for something that wasn't asked for. Like, I know they have to review the entire play, but it's like, again, it's like you've got to review. They've said it for a specific thing, and now it's for a knock on where they said it was a strip, but then it's a penalty to Wigan for an offside that wasn't a part of said knock on. Not me bitching. I mean, to be fair, Wigan definitely deserved the win. It's one of those ones. It's even in the NRL, it's kind of they do that as well. It's just a bit of a refereeing grey area. But anyways, Wigan with the ball. First tackle 40 metres away from the try line. And they just want to keep this momentum going as that's Kade Ellis brought down 30 away now. Still central in the field for the second tackle. Run in the middle here. Patrick Mago brought down 20 away. Comes on for SA Junior. 20 away now for the third tackle. Just trying to see if any more runs happening. As Partington gets brought down 10. Still just been running up the middle centrally. And it's just been one of those ones here. And they're going to spread it out to the right-hand side again. Bevan French out to Eckersley. No gap in. So they're going to swing it out now to the middle. And they're going to go all the way now to the left-hand side, but they're trying to find a run here. As it's the number 19 of Farrimond. And it'll get held up 10 away from the try line now. Last tackle for Wigan. Goes for a grubber. There's going to be pressure on Troppy. And it'll be forced out. And it'll be a goal line dropout for Toulouse. Because we've now got 6 minutes remaining in this first half. What has been just complete Wigan domination here. Honestly, it is actually kind of surprising that it is only 18-0. So what do Toulouse here go for? Looks like they're just going to just boot it. No, they go for a short one. It'll go around the 20, but it's backed backwards by Wigan. But the bounces are really going Hayward, and Toulouse have ended up with the ball past the 40-metre line, but still inside their own half. So, bit of a chance gone begging there for Wigan. It's now Toulouse. Oh, that's a shoulder charge possibly there by Eckersley, but the referees have not called it. Bit of an interesting one going in there from the side tackle as Toulouse now enter the half of Wigan. third tackle. Still very much central in the field here as Toulouse thinking about going onto the right-hand side. It's not really going to get much as Ashwell Botts gets brought down 45 away from the try line for the fourth tackle. He's got just 5 minutes remaining here in this first half. With try scorers, it's 2 for Eckersley, 1 for Adam Kieran. 2 for Adam Kieran as well, actually. Last tackle here, though, for Toulouse. They go to the right-hand side kick. There's a couple of chases, but they're not quick enough. And it's going to be Wigan who get the ball and get wrapped up inside of the 20 for the first tackle. And then comes some very quick sets, trying to draw a set restart or a penalty. Because Toulouse being slow to get back to their line. But Wigan here trying to just go through the middle. Just shy of the 40 for the third tackle. I'm just trying to see what does end up happening here. It's another 14 of Sam Walters. Just shy of halfway for the fourth. And Wigan now will enter Toulouse half now. 40 away from the try line for the last tackle. Flings it off to the left for Harry Smith, who... Bit of a squib kick, and it's picked up by Toulouse on their 10. And it's inside the 20 for the first tackle. I don't know what's happened there. It's the Toulouse player's broken the line, but I don't know if they were thinking it was like an obstruction or something, but Ruben Rennie, it looks like it was a legal play around him, but still looked weird. It's like he broke the line but then just stopped. Went down to get the tackle here. Toulouse still in their own half here. Fourth tackle, they're on their 40. As they're going to try to fling it out to the right-hand side, but they can't find enough of a gap because Junior Nsemba is just permanent. Anyways, last tackle, 40 away from the try line. It's a kick centrally to the field. There's going to be a bit of pressure on Eckersley, but he does well and takes the catch inside of the 20. As we're now just about 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Still 18-0 to Wigan. Only 1 from 4 from the kicking tee, Kieran, but he has got 2 tries and has helped Eckersley get 2 as well. As they got Liam Marshall brought down on the 40, still inside of Wigan's half for the third tackle. And it's almost a breakthrough line there. It's fourth tackle. They're now on Toulouse 40. So we could probably get another run from dummy half here. And the ball's popped out, unfortunately, there for Brad O'Neill. So it will be a scrum feed for Toulouse. So they'll probably have about 2.5 minutes remaining. This maybe might be the last full set Toulouse have in this first half. But we'll see if they could try to get something done in this half. But God knows. So now just waiting to see what happens here. So scrum feed just on the 30 inside of Toulouse half. As the crowd's looking rather disinterested as Wigan looking to very much make it 4 in a row to start the season. And there's first tackle there for Toulouse. It'll be on their 30. And it's just going to be one-on-one as that's the number 16 of Joe Brotherton. Just shy of the 40 for the second tackle. Wigan looking to keep Toulouse back inside their own half. Third tackle, just shy of halfway though. And now Toulouse trying to get some quick plays off to try to get passes out to their wing, but Wigan are rushing very perfectly to match them immediately, so the passes don't happen. Back to the 40, still in their own half here, but Toulouse go down to the wing, and there's a gap, and they've got support. They go for the grubber kick. The bounce, it will work. Ashelbot will get the try. He clutches his face. He probably cops a hit. But there we go. Right on the cusp of halftime. Toulouse get a desperately needed try. And it's 18-4 with a kick to come. But there we go. Ollie Ashelbot. He must have got the finger to the eye because his eyes are very squinted. But there we go. 18-4 in the final minute. So pretty much we're only going to see maybe 1 or 2 players was run down the line by the number 5 of Legre, who's then grubber kicked it. And possible there for Brendan Hands to get it, but the bounces ended up in the hands of Ashelbot. And then he's a bit of a head clash, and it's a little possible Bevan French hands accidentally into the eyes, but there we go. Ashelbot gets the try. and the time will wind down. So that would have been the last play of the first half. So we'll get the conversion attempt, and that will end the set. But there we go. Toulouse getting... Honestly, they probably do deserve a try because they have been threatening for a considerate amount of time throughout this game. There's obviously been about 25-30 minutes where Wigan's dominated, but there has been passages of play where Toulouse have been very threatening as the siren sounds. So here is Jake Shorrocks to make it a 18-6 game going into the half. And I mean, realistically, I think it's been pretty good for Toulouse that it's only a possible 12-point deficit, as we see now for the conversion attempt. And it goes through. So at halftime, it is 18-6. But Toulouse getting a try right before the half could make it a very interesting beginning to the second half. So genuinely looking into this game, it was going to be the possibility of this is just going to be a complete another battering. But I mean, like after when Wigan got their first try, just the momentum just kept on swinging for them. But yeah, Toulouse still hanging in there, and they've been awarded with a try. So be interesting to see how this does end up happening in this second half. And we'll just have a quick look to see if the other game is kicked off between St Helens and the Bradford Bulls, and it has happened as we're 16 minutes gone in that game, and it is currently 4-4 with tries evenly each. So there you go. But yeah, I feel like Toulouse, if they can get the first try in the second half and make it a 6-point game, we could have a very interesting matchup. So I guess we figured out what the question is going to be at the poll, is who will score first in the second half. So it's going to be the question of, will it be Toulouse Olympique or will it be the Wigan Warriors? I mean, if I had to take a pick, I'd probably think Wigan will, but hey, you never know. I guess we're trying to get what other people think as we're now in the half-time period. But yeah, what do you guys think? But if it was to be my vote, I would say that I believe Wigan would get the first try of the match. As we're starting to see one of the votes come in, and it's immediate 2 votes now, and it's straight away aimed at the Wigan Warriors. And yeah, it completely makes sense at this point in time. As just gonna have a quick look to see what the upcoming matches are now for both teams. As so Wigan play against the York Knights at home, whilst Toulouse also play at home, but then they take on St Helens. So yeah, pretty interesting to see how these all will go down. It's just a bit of a tasty one, if anything. It's going to be an enticing game. I'm pretty certain one of the games in the FA Cup has also just kick-started. So yeah, any other ideas of votes, any insights, let me know. We can discuss them. It's been a pretty interesting matchup, to say the very least. And so just trying to keep an eye on this other game. So 18 gone. It is 4-4. So we've had tries from Wright for St Helens, and we've had a try from Ryan for the Bradford Bulls. So yeah, I'll be interested to see how that game also develops, because both of them 2 for 1 to start off the season. So be good, decent footing for either one if they were able to get the win today. Yeah, definitely feel like the Wigan Warriors will be able to get the first try in the second half. And they might run away with it a little bit, but I still think Toulouse might still be in it just about. But yeah, we're just pretty decent little half of football. But yeah, 4 tries to 1, but the conversions have been a little bit problematic here, because I mean they've all been on like the left, on the right hand side, and they've all been quite deep, so it is understandable. But it would be 24-6, which would be a bit more of a of an imposing scoreline. But yeah, only 2 converted tries, and if Toulouse get the first in the second half, they're in a solid patch. 3 votes now currently into the poll, and it is all 3 in favour of the Wigan Warriors. Yeah, Isaac Games, good to see you, man. It's good to see you joining us. But yeah, it's just showing off the games coming up in the next round of the NRL, and I need to properly figure out what the schedule is going to be for that. But that's a big one, round 2, Roosters Rabbitohs. The Rabbitohs play tomorrow. They actually play later this afternoon my time, but tomorrow for all the Englishmen, and we'll be doing that game. So we'll be doing the South Sydney Rabbitohs when they play away to the Dolphins. But it's going to be interesting to see how they go about, because the Roosters just were not going well in their game against the Warriors, the New Zealand Warriors, in fact. Can't watch it. I can't find it. Yeah, I'm really sorry, Farah. Wish I was able to show it, but yeah, I just can't find. Just trying to. I'm trying to think, is there ways, I don't know, if you got like a VPN to switch it to France, maybe it could be something there, but I've got like sort of like a rough idea to do for NRL, but not for the Super League, unfortunately. It's one of those rough ones, and to say the least, but yeah, it's just been a pretty decent half by Wigan. It's just pretty much ever since the first try there for Ecclesley, they've just been completely running the game. I have Sky Sports on telly, but can't find where the genuine match is. Yeah, right. That's an interest. Oh, sorry about that. That's a very interesting predicament. That's odd. Let me just have a quick look to see if I can try to help you. How to watch Toulouse Olympique versus Wigan Warriors. So you can watch it if you subscribe to Sky Sports on browser. Just gonna put this link in the chat. I don't know if this would help you. I'm not sure if that would be of any help to you. I'm sorry if it does end up wasting your time, but okay, just trying to see what's going on. Oh, it's on the back. Okay, there. I was wondering why it was a bit delayed, but no, we were looking at it. I don't know if that's if you could sign in through Sky Sports there and watch it on your browser. I don't know if that would work for you, but let us know. So in terms of completed sets, it's still been roughly in the middle, but it's 200 more meters for Wigan, 30 more tackles made by Toulouse, evenly in the missed tackles and evenly in the errors. Play of the balls in the opposition, 29 for Toulouse and 14 for Wigan. So besides from like the dominance that Wigan had in that stretch of period, it's sort of kind of evened itself out as the latter stages of the first half occurred. So yeah, it's a bit of an interesting one, this. As we just look into the poll here now, 4 votes done, still in, and all 4 of them have gone with the Wigan Warriors to score the first try in the second half. And there was a penalty conversion by Hooley to make it 6-4 to Bradford. However, I can just confirm that Bradford have also just scored, so it's now 10-4 to Bradford, 22 minutes gone in that game at Brewdog Stadium. So yeah, very close, but yeah, looking at the Vegas game, it was interesting because in my in the Vegas game predictions, I said that it would be the Leeds and Hull game that was going to be the closest out of the 3 at Vegas, and yeah, no, it was actually the one that was the one blowout. But yeah, what a performance there by the Leeds Rhinos. My dad actually was over in Vegas, and it was he pretty much said like it was weird because the stadium allocation was like each of the NRL teams had like a bay or an aisle, and then you just had one whole corner of the stadium for the England team. So you had like, say you got like one aisle which is North Queensland Cowboys, one next to it which is St George Illawarra Dragons, and then one whole corner being Hull Kingston Rovers, and then it was the same on the other end with like one aisle for the Knights, one aisle for the Bulldogs, and an entire corner for the Leeds Rhinos. So yeah, it's just one of those ones. Okay, we're getting close now to the start of this second half, so get your votes on who you think will get the first try in the second half. And I'm going to say that I'm going to follow with everybody. I'm going to be a sheep and say that I do believe that'll be the Wigan Warriors to get the opening try of the second half and try to get on a bit of a momentous run to get leading up to their 4th straight win of the season. So we're getting very close now to the start of this second half. It's just me waffling. It's like, am I doing well? Probably not. It's one of these weird, interesting ones to say. At the very least, but we're just now waiting for the final run of ads, and we'll be ready for the second half to begin. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. It's because I'm trying to fill up time. And I am not professional enough to try to do anything better. So, there you go. I guess. But yeah, it's just, I feel like if Toulouse get another try, I feel like Wigan would still win, but I feel like it would be closer. But I could definitely see Wigan getting the first try and just be completely all over Toulouse in this second half. So, oh, very sorry about that. But yeah, we're just waiting now. Just got to. Jeez Louise. But yeah, we're just almost waiting now for this this second half to begin. As just going through because we're looking at on TikTok and that. And I'll be doing Wikipedia runs, and for some reason, they're going well. But yeah, it's just been one of those ones where basically, just for some reason, it's done very well. Like, for example, one of the ones that I did, and this is the weird thing that doesn't make sense, I just randomly did it as a starting thing, and for some reason it's popped off. I did one which was the Virgin Mary, Mother of Jesus, to Bonnie Blue, for some reason, and I uploaded this 9 hours ago, and for some reason, it has 384,000 views. Why? I don't get it. Anyways, 5 votes now. This is not even trying to flex. It's just, what the fuck? It's like, oh, you couldn't tell me I couldn't get any of that for Super League or the NRL, but anyway, so 5 votes now in. We have somebody who has voted now for Toulouse to get the first try in the second half, which, be interested to see if it does happen. I would like to see, because I feel like it would make more of a competitive game, but just we've got to wait and see how it rolls. As we're getting through the final ads for this from this run from the halftime break, and then we can get ready and right in for the second half. So just going through 6 votes now, and that is another one to the Wigan Warriors. So 83% in favour of just continued momentum there for Wigan. Besides, despite the actual right, there we go. Oh, there's some people with Wigan gear. So we're seeing the Toulouse Olympique players now out onto the field. So now both teams are out onto the field, so we can, I guess, end the poll here. Thank you very much to everyone who has voted, as we now, with 6 votes, but 83% have gone in favour of Wigan to getting the first try of the second half. So Toulouse will be running screen left and will be kicking off, so it'll be Wigan getting first possession of the ball. As we're getting ready now for the kickoff, we'll just have a quick look at what the current score is in the other game. But anyways, kickoff, and we're underway as Toulouse kick it to the left-hand side. 30 minutes gone. It is 10-4 still to the Bradford Bulls over St Helens. So there's the run from the hit up from Wigan inside of the 24, the first tackle. Running up the guts here, and they get just shy of the 40 for the second. Just running up the middle, which has been something that's very much been a lot in Wigan's side here. Third tackle now on the 30. Near halfway, actually, as Nsemba crosses over halfway. Now 45 away from the try line for the fourth tackle. But very quick play of the ball. Sounds like Toulouse aren't disgracing themselves against Wigan so far. Yeah, especially with like a decent period, like about 20 or so minutes where Wigan were just more getting bigger sets and that. Oh, there's a knock on there. It's gone backwards. And what's going to happen there? No, it's only gone backwards. So, oh no. Toulouse is a knock on. So Wigan will get the scrum feed 10 metres out in the first minute. But it is good to see you, Cumbria and Mackham. It's So Toulouse thought it went backwards, to be honest, but it's resulted in a knock on. Is it going to be a challenge? Yep. Or is it time off? Nope, it's just a time off. Can you challenge a knock on of which way it went? I don't know. Oh, anyways, I guess we answered it ourselves. Yep, Toulouse are challenging it to see whether or not it was a knock on. Which English players would you like to see in the NRL? Ooh. I'd like Nsemba's definitely one of them. I reckon it'd be cool to see how he go. Kai Taylor-Ray would also be pretty cool because it was probably the one Super League player ever since actually properly doing Super League games. Is been the one that's been glad to mate. I also wouldn't mind Lewis Dodd having another crack. I feel like he was. I don't think it was hard done by, but I just think he didn't get enough of a crack in the NRL. Because it also just happened that he joined South the year where there was some massive voodoo curse that basically injured the entire squad. So, Captain's Challenge here on Toulouse. Lewis Martin, Hull FC winger. Yeah, it could be possible. Definitely like to see more wingers from England, but yeah, it'd just be cool to see. It's I don't know, I like England. I like England players, and that's just definitely good for them. So, challenge, unfortunately, is going to be unsuccessful here for Toulouse. So, 10 metres out and a full set of 6 from the scrum here for Wigan to see if they can immediately respond after that try right on half time for Ashol Botts. But yeah, definitely could be a lot of players that would be excited to see. Even Bevan French, because I know there was talks about him going to the Knights, but it just didn't end up happening. And the passing now from the right from Wigan is French now with the ball, but he's getting dragged back to the 20 here by Tropis, and minus 8 metres for the first tackle as we can try to keep going and get the first plays of the game. Now 15 out from the try line, second tackle. And it was Wigan's right-hand side where all the tries came through, essentially Eckersley and Kieran. They'll go down that right-hand side again to see if it keeps going. Flat pass running over the line. 5 away from the try line now. 4th tackle for Wigan. They'll spread it more central. Trying to get through over. Just shy of the line here, right in front of the post. Last tackle for Wigan. Trying to get a blurring play. Enough load. Still going. Still last tackle in Semba. And Semba with the ball. He was thinking about a grubber. Gets an offload off, but it's going to be caught by Toulouse, and it'll be first tackle inside the 20. 3 new NRL teams will see more England players headed down under. Yeah, definitely. I feel like definitely we're going to see, especially with that, we'll say with New Guinea, which will be interesting to see how that whole ordeal goes. And obviously you've got the Perth Bears coming in next year. As we've got the number 25 of Paul Selly. Now just shy of the 40 for the 3rd tackle for Toulouse. As we're now 3 minutes, pretty much 3 minutes gone in this second half. As that's the number 15 of Joe Cattle. Spreading now into the right-hand side here. So Romanos enters Wigan's half now for the last tackle. And they're spreading it off to the right for the last tackle kick. It's a high bomb. It's going to be around the 20. It's gone backwards. Is that going to be a set restart? It is. It did say came off a Wigan player, so Ashel Ball gets brought down 25 away from the try line now for what should be the 0 tackle. So a 7 tackle set now here for Toulouse. Now Bretherton, 20 away from the try line here, as Toulouse look to try to close the gap here. Ashel Bott gets wrapped up and brought down in a 1-person tackle there by Harry Smith. 3rd tackle. Still the 2nd, I apologise. Toulouse trying to find some gap as Lacan gets brought down. 20 out now. 3rd tackle. Still central of the field. Now Toulouse go to their left-hand side. Bullet pass out to the centre. That's a brilliant tackle there to stop there. 4th tackle now. 5 metres away from the try line. Toulouse now trying to get it more centrally to try to break this line, and they've gone for a grubber kick, but there's no support. The only support there was a number 12 of Jasami, but unfortunately he's a 2nd rower, and it doesn't work, so Wigan will get the ball on their 20 for the 1st tackle, and I feel like it's a bit of a chance blown there for Toulouse. Bradford currently being St Helens. Yeah, it's 10-4, I believe, was the score the last time we checked. Just going to make sure to see that is still correct, as Wigan get a penalty on their 40, so a very deep chance for them to get the first proper attack of this second half. Yep, 10 points to 4 still, as we're 5 minutes away from half time in that game. Kicking the touch there as the penalties for interference. Now 35 metres away for a full set of 6 here for Wigan to see if they can increase their lead. But yeah, goal kicking not been the greatest so far for the Warriors. Only 1 for 4 here from Adam Kieran. Now Wigan now spreading it out to the left-hand side as Harry Smith trying to find a bit of play here. But Wigan trying to find Bevan French, and will get brought down 20 away from the try line. 2nd tackle now. Wigan now going out to the right. And there's a Toulouse player grabbing his eye here, but Wigan now threatening the line there. It's number 14 of Sam Waters, just short of the line. And this should be the last tackle. No, it's the 4th tackle. There's a run from dummy half here, which I feel like you get a lot more from different players barring the 9. But here we go. Last tackle here for Wigan. They're trying to go himself from dummy half, and it's going to be a knock-on, and it'll be a changeover for Toulouse as we now enter 6 minutes gone in this second half, and Toulouse are holding their own at the moment, but I will say Wigan probably still have a bit more of the momentum. But Toulouse will have to go on with this match without a scrum. I mean, without not a scrum, but without their challenge, as it was unsuccessful for their knock-on ruling. Wigan did have a challenge earlier on in the game, but it was deemed successful for a penalty for an offside. That wasn't the actual reason it was sent up anyways, but anywho, Toulouse now will play the ball on their 10-metre line and see if they can try to start cutting down this league. Toulouse definitely need to score first. Yeah, 100%. It's But they could definitely get the ball down the line because their opening sets were genuinely, they only were getting like 20, 30 metres per set compared to like Wigan's like 40 and 50 and even like 60 sometimes. But then something switched and it was actual bot made himself more prevalent in it, and they were definitely getting a lot of line breaks. So definitely will be seen to look from him, and he's the one who's got their try. So we'll see what happens here. Run from dummy half for Toulouse on their 20 for the third tackle. Trying to get some type of penalty as Anthony Marion brought off on following his HIA review, which looks like successful, as Toulouse now on the right hand side trying to break through, get past their 40, and this will be the last tackle. They'll fling it off to Sharks, who gets the kick, kicks it more centrally as the ball will bounce up for Bevan French inside of the 30, and they'll give the ball off to Eckersley, who's already got a brace. So far this game, as long as Adam Kieran, who are got a brace as the try scorers for Wigan. And there's Kieran there, who will get the hit up, and he'll get brought down just shy of halfway for the second tackle. Now 7 minutes gone in this half. Now 45 away now as Wigan have entered Toulouse half now, just trying to find some type of gap. It's a good pass as Cade Ellis will get brought down 35 away from the try line for the fourth tackle. And they'll spring it off to the left-hand side in Semba. Can he get the offload off? No, he can't. And it's going to be a knock-on and a 7-tackle set here as Ashal Bot for Toulouse has fended off 1 tackle, but the ball has been popped out there, and it's going to be a penalty for a high shot in the back play there for Toulouse. So where was the high tackle? It was in the lead-up to that play, but there we go, penalty for Toulouse. And it'll be placed on their 30 as they'll go for the kick. So, good proper chance here for Toulouse to possibly threaten Wigan's line. We're getting close to the point of half-time in the other game between St Helens and Bradford. We're pretty much on the 40 now, but still remains 10-4 in favour of Bradford. So, we'll probably end this stream about maybe 20-30 minutes remaining in that game. So first tackle for Toulouse from this new set will be pretty much on halfway. And there's a flat ball down the line as that is the number 12 for Jasami. 40 away from now from the try line as they've now entered Wigan's half. And now Toulouse trying to break the line, but it's an overcommittal from the right wing of Wigan, as Toulouse have had to make 70 more tackles. And then they're trying to run up the middle. Big tackle there by Nsemba, but it's an offload off. Now Toulouse trying to get down the right-hand side as Polsetti. They're getting offload crazy. Jasami now with the ball. And he'll run at the Wigan line, now brought down 25 metres away from the fourth tackle. Toulouse now trying to think going down their left to try to get out to the wing, and the ball will just be immediately passed out. And just under just a little bit of pressure, we're going to force a mistake, and it will be a changeover inside of their 30 for the Warriors. So I guess still a pretty even opening stanza of this second half as we're about to cross past 10 minutes gone. So we've still got about half an hour remaining in this game. And realistically, I feel like the later this goes and the score remains, a try for Wigan, the first of the second half, will be ever more crushing. As we're now on to the second tackle, just shy of halfway for Wigan. As there is a substitute here for the Warriors, as Havard has come on for Patrick Margot. And now Wigan now looking to go to the right-hand side. I believe that's Bevan French who gets brought down 35 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. And Kieran trying to go down the right-hand side again. Gets a pass off to Walters. Gets the offload off late in that tackle, as that's Luke Thompson. And Thompson will get brought down on the 20-metre line. So 20 out, last tackle for Wigan. They'll try to go to their left. It's a crossfield kick. And it's almost brilliantly taken there by Liam Marshall, but he has lost the ball, so it's going to be a changeover inside of the 10. But yeah, it's just showing that Wigan very easily can take their chances, but just unfortunately that one, if Liam Marshall does hang on to that, should be able to get himself over and get the first try in this second half. But it doesn't mean it doesn't end up happening. So first tackle inside of the 20 here for Toulouse. They'll go to the left-hand side. That's its Polselli. Gets held again, still inside of the 20 here for the second tackle. Trying to go to the left-hand side here, but the pass is a terrible one. Out to the wing, and it's going to be grounded. That'll be a knock-on by Toulouse. So this is very much now the chance Wigan are looking for. Only about 20 metres out from the try line. The pass does take a touch off a Wigan player, but unfortunately no challenge by Toulouse, because you could make the argument that it was a knock-on first by Wigan. But anyways, 25 metres out, full set of 6, and Wigan could have a chance to really stick the dagger deep inside of Toulouse' heart, metaphorically speaking. So we've got 11.5 now gone in this second half, and Semba now with the ball. Bit mental that Semba, being a second rower, not in that scrum, but just shows how good he is. Trying to appeal for a set restart, so 20 out from the first. There's the set restart, as that is the number 8 of Ethan Havard. Getting run, and now French trying to break the line. French, and he goes over. He powers himself over with a Frenchman on his back. And of course, we're in the south of France, and it has to be, and it actually would be the first French scorer in this matchup. But it's French by last name, and that is a dagger blow for Toulouse. 12.5 now gone. It is now 22 points to 4 to the Wigan Warriors. So shout out to the 83% of voters getting it correct, that the Wigan Warriors would be the team to score first in this second half. And the conversion will be pretty much somewhat near in front, so it should be 24 points to 6 as Wigan look to close out this game and make it 4 wins in a row to kick off their campaign. So there we go. It's been just a brilliant stuff. So Bevan French there, 4 tries so far, so he's averaging 1 a try this season. So now just waiting to see inside the 15 here. So Adam Kieran, only 1 for 4 so far this game. This to make it an 18-point lead for the Warriors. And the kicker's up and good. So we've got about 26 minutes remaining now in this matchup. And a very important try for the Warriors makes it 24-6. I mean, it's just been a very interesting bit of play here, so it's just what's been needed as the Warriors, the travelling Warriors fans. I was about to say faithful, but I don't know if that'd piss off Hull FC fans, because it probably would. Bit of a short kickoff here, and it's going to work well for Toulouse. No one in the middle of the field there, so it's a bit of a eyes-up footy play there as Brendan Hand catches it for Toulouse, so 25 out from the first tackle, so huge chance here to see if Toulouse can try to minimise the scoreline. They'll go now to the left. They've got some numbers if they can keep this attack going. Down to the centre. They've got a pass off, but I believe it's the trapeze now just short of the line now for the third tackle. This is a really good chance here for Toulouse. And they've got to pass it all the way back to the 20 for this new line of play, as is number 13 of Marion. And he'll get brought down more central to the field, but 15 away now from the try line for the fourth tackle. Now Toulouse trying to get a pass over. A bit of a hospital pass there. It's the number 20. Wallace still has it, and he'll be brought down 5 away from the try line now on the left-hand side. Last tackle here for Toulouse. And the ball gets given, and it's kicked into the middle of the field, batted backwards. Toulouse still have it. It's grubber kick down the line, but it's going to be picked up by Bevan French inside the 10. And it'll be the first tackle for the Warriors. As we've now gone past 55 minutes gone in this game. But he's just showing there that Toulouse still being able to make chances to threaten the line, but it's just the final stages have not been working, unfortunately, for them. As Toulouse now trying to keep Wigan back, but Wigan just shy of the 40, still inside their own half of the fourth tackle, as they just want to just get the ball away from their end area, as Wigan will get onto halfway now for the last tackle, as that is Thompson, who takes the tackle. And here's the kick by Wigan. And it's going to be pressure. Oh, that's come off to Toulouse player of Luke Polselli, and it's gone out dead into touch. And that is going to be a goal line dropout off of just no real pressure. And honestly, I feel like if he just left it, it would have gone out anyways. It would have been a 20-meter restart. So that's just a crushing mistake there for Toulouse. So we're now 16 and a half gone in this half of footy. 24 remaining in this matchup. And it's an attempted short kick. Has it gone the 10? It does. It's bounced just inside, so it's play on. And Toulouse have ended up with the ball again. So they're crafty this lot. Jasami now trying to break the line. He's got a good run. And he's brought down inside of the 40 for the first tackle. So yeah, Toulouse able to get the ball. Also almost an early commit there from the line by Wigan. But it has worked as they keep Toulouse behind the 40 for the second tackle. 23 and a half minutes now remaining in this game. Still getting into the middle of the field here, and Toulouse just been sort of stuck. They need a big line break. They're just trying to get into halfway now. Fourth tackle, still short. Fling it off now to the right-hand side. Oh, big run down the line here. As that is Jasami. He goes for the grubber kick to the right. It's been kicked up. That's got to be a sin bin, surely. Ashel Bott has been tackled without the ball on the run. But here, this is going to be a pretty interesting situation. We could possibly see a penalty try, but we're probably going to end up seeing a sin bin here for Wigan. So here we go. No try on field, but the video ref is very much looking at this as it is Liam Marshall who's on the run. So everything's playing on as Jasami breaks the line around the 40 and gets a grubber kick off to the side. All the runners are onside. As Ashel Bolt was running to the line as Liam, he does. I think that comes off a Wigan player's hand and he's just wrapped him up. They're trying to find initial touch, but yeah, Marshall does get tackled without the ball. That should be a penalty try, personally. Who does that touch? Oh, it is touched by Ashel Bott. However, he could still have regathered it without, and it's also a high shot anyways by Liam Marshall. His arm clipped him around the head, so. Yep, they're saying it's not a knock on. He could regather the ball. And Liam Marshall clearly tackles him without the ball. So Ashel Bott tips it up and he's able to regather it, but Marshall comes in and wraps him around. They're trying to review if Ashel Bott would have gotten the ball if he didn't get it. I reckon he would have. So in the opinion of the video referee, it would have been regathered. So the referee has made his decision, and this could be a major facet for this game with 23 remaining. So what happens here? And the decision is coming, and it is going to be, it is a penalty try to Toulouse, as Ashel Bott gets his second try of the game. But does this mean it's going to be a sin bin here for Liam Marshall and Wigan? But then they're going to feel like it's one of those ones, if the try isn't given, then it would have been a sin bin. But if they award the try, then it's still 13-13. But there we go. It's 24 points to 10. So yeah, you can't have double punishment in terms of these rulings. So if it wasn't given a penalty try, it would have definitely been a sin bin to Wigan. But it's been given the penalty try here. So Ashel Bott gets his second try of the game. It'll be a conversion from right in front now for Jake Shorrocks for the penalty decision. So this to make it 24 points to 12. And there's the kick, and it's successful. So 22 minutes remaining. It is now 24 points to 12. And Toulouse still in this game. But it's a great run there with Jasami. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's one of those ones where, yeah, in real time, I definitely feel like it is a penalty try there. It's pretty rare you see a penalty try nowadays, but there we go. Bit of an oddity done there. But yeah, we're just trying to now get from the line, and we'll see how. And now Toulouse now going right up the middle, as that's the number 15 of Joe Cator. Trying to get it through the line. And now running up the middle here. Still not the best of opening sets here. Only getting to the 30, so it's just showing how Wigan's defense has been pretty darn decent here. As the ball takes a bounce and it'll go backwards. So Wigan will get the ball inside of the 20. But yeah, you don't see a penalty try called often, so it is pretty cool to see. And there's you got the number 2 of Eckersley, and he'll get brought down on the 40 for the second tackle as we're about to enter the final 20 minutes of this matchup, and it's still quite close. But now it's the number 8 here of Ethan Havard. 40 away now from the try line, fourth tackle. We'll go down the right-hand side trying to find a gap. It's a big gap right up the guts, and it gets the support, and it's the number 9 of Brad O'Neill, just like that. 20 minutes now to go, and Wigan just blow the game wide open after that penalty try. But what a run there through the middle. What a gap, and it's great perception to see. It's now 28 points to 12 for the kick to come, but that very much needed there by Wigan. So just like Toulouse, as much as they get a try, it's an immediate response there. But who was that? It's the number 19 for it's Jack Faramond. Absolute pace on him. Breaks the line and then just gets the support of Brad O'Neill. And there we go. 28 points to 12 with the kick to come. And again, it just seems like Wigan keep that 18 buffer despite all of Toulouse's best efforts. Here we go, Adam Kieran now. He's gotten only 2 from his kicks, but this will surely help from right near in front, with most of them all being now from the sideline and that. And the conversion, successful, and it's now 30 points to 12 now with about 18 and a half minutes remaining in this game. So you just got to feel another try for Wigan should be very much necessary for them to seal out this victory. There's an attempted short kick there, but Wigan have regathered it. And they'll get brought down just shy of the 40 inside their own half here for the first tackle. And there's a run now up the middle. Now just going through the onto the right here, as that's the number 8 of Ethan Havard, now 35 away from the try line from the fourth. Still trying to go as that Sam Walters brought down 20 away here. Looks like Wigan wanting to seal the game. Oh, and the catch goes big in there as Harry Smith drops it. And it'll be a changeover here for Toulouse on their 20-metre line. Now Toulouse now trying to get the scrum feed going. But there's a player injury. There's a cut along the on the right cheek of Joe Catter. But it's the referee's looking at actually a Toulouse player back in the field. Just waiting to see what happens here. Cats with the ball, just waiting to get the start going, but you just got to think one more try could be possibly too far for Toulouse to try to come back here. I mean, people could say right now would be a bit too much, but you don't know. As Toulouse now, ooh, Semba needs to be careful with those knees there. So second tackle here for Toulouse, just shy of the 30. Now on to 30 here for the third tackle. Getting out to the left-hand side. Bit of an offload here, trying to find a break down the line, but Wigan's defence is there to match it, but they have gotten some metres forward. Just shy of halfway here for the fourth tackle now. 17 left in this game. It's a kick and chase here. Will the bounce work favourably? Be battered backwards by Wigan, and Bevan French will get the ball. And French now trying to find some type of gap, but he'll get brought down just shy of halfway for the first tackle for Wigan. 16 and a half to go now in this game. You got to think one more try for Wigan should be enough to put the game out of reach of what's been a courageous Toulouse Olympique side. Run up the middle here, 30 away now from the try line. Third tackle. Wigan now trying to go down the right-hand side. And Havard gets held up 20 away now. Fourth tackle. Going down the short right-hand side here, which has been where nearly all of the tries have come from. Kieran almost breaking through. Looking for a hat-trick now. Last tackle. Again, short right-hand side here again for Wigan. It's a run here. Trying to get the ball down on the line, as it was Sam Walters, but he couldn't get it down, so it'll be a changeover. 15 and a half now remaining as Toulouse get the ball inside the 10. But you're going to be expecting probably a big defensive set here, as that is... Just trying to think of this. It's Benjamin Laguerre still inside the 10 here for the first tackle, but this is where we need a big defensive set by Wigan. And second tackle for Toulouse. They've only just gone past their 10. And they're now trying to go into the 20. And they're just doing 1 minute of play. The referee's been yelling at the Wigan team to get back. And Semba gets hit. Yep, that's going to be a penalty here. It's not in Semba. It's Sam Esso Jr. who gets hit late off the ball. So this will be a good chance for a penalty here right on the 30. So if you get a decent kick here for Toulouse, they could be challenging Wigan's line. Just going to have a quick check to see if the second half has started for the match between St Helens and Bradford. And it has, as it is the 45th minute of the game. So 5 minutes into the second half, and it is 16 points to 4 in favour of Bradford. That's very, very interesting stat. So Bradford looking on course to go 3 for 1 to start the year. But now first tackle for Toulouse, just shy of Hull, Wigan's 40. And they're going to try to see if they can get some momentum going to get another try and try to keep this close to what could be an entertaining final 14 minutes. Toulouse now spreading it out to the left-hand side. They've got to run here down the line. Can they get it through? Laguerre! Does he ground it? He should be all right. They're going to have a review, but the referee has pointed to the spot and blown the whistle. But I just have to look at the grounding, but it looks like it's going to be 30-16. And we could be in for a bit of a grandstand finish here, possibly, with Toulouse threatening the Wigan Warriors. But yeah, good play down the line. Ashel Bott gets the ball out to the number 19 of Remo Trapeze. He gets the ball out to Legre. Oh, he might have dropped it. Bevan French with a brilliant tackle here. It looks like the ball's bounced. So here we go. Legre. Does he even stay in the field of play here? He's close to the sideline. Step. He's still in play. I think he's bounced it. But it looks like Legre does well to stay in the field of play, but it does look like this is going to be a knock-on. But a chance very close there, but great defense there by Bevan. Yep, he's dropped it. Brilliant tackle there by Bevan French, a try-saving tackle. And so the try will not be given. And the referee's looking for the playing here of... So 12.5 time's still going here. So the camera's now on the referee. So they're just waiting to say, yep, we're having a look at this. But it will not be a try. But again, time is starting to roll down here. So everyone's kind of waiting around to see. Here we go, video ref. But yeah, they're definitely taking this away. So trying to slow this down and see if by possibility Legre has grounded it. But he's still in. Going frame by frame to see. Is that his hand on the ball? Wow, there is insufficient evidence to overturn this, and because it was awarded a try by the on-field referee, so it does look like he bounces it, so we can't really tell. But there we go, the try is going to be confirmed. So a bit of luck gone the way of Toulouse. But yeah, I definitely feel like he lost the ball there. But unfortunately, with the try going up to the video ref being awarded, it unfortunately cannot be overturned. And it's going to be given a try. So it is 30 points to 16. So now it's a chance here for Toulouse. Conversion from right near the sideline to see if they can make it 30 points to 18. With about 12.5 remaining in this matchup. But yeah, that is a controversial one. But unfortunately, insufficient evidence. There's been a try in the other game as St. Helens have now answered back. It's now 18-6 with the kick to come, unless the kick has already gone. There we go, Sharks from the sideline. Is it good? And it's missed, so now it gets a little bit harder now. They'll need to score twice and convert twice, but they need to get another try as they're coming now into the final 12 minutes of this first half. Now we're just waiting to see what does here. And there's the kick. Right from the middle here, from the run into the touch. And that is the number 17 there of Butler. He gets brought down on the 10 for the first tackle. 11.5 now remaining. And it's going to be a penalty for not getting out of the play here. So Toulouse could start threatening here. So there you go. Butler wins the penalty. So trying to kick it as deep into touch as possible. It'll go out on Toulouse 30. So just about 11 minutes to go here. Could Toulouse start a pretty decent comeback and see if they can able to wrestle away the win? There's enough time. They would need to start converting their sets here into points. Second tackle now. They're just shy of the 40 here. So we're now just under 11 minutes to go. Toulouse now running up the guts here, just right on halfway. They've wrestled out of the tackle here. There's Kira Garrigas, now 40 away from the try line now. Third tackle. A set restart here could be quite scary here for Wigan. So here we go. Toulouse now fourth tackle, trying to get it out to the left-hand side. As it's the run there. Almost a break. It's a great post-contact meters there. AJ Wallace, 20 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle for Toulouse. They go more central. Kicked up in the air. It hasn't gone far enough. It is taken by Bott. Gets passes out to the right. Rob Butler with the grubber kick. And it's picked up by Liam Marshall in the goal marsh. And get brought down inside the 10. And it's a penalty in back play. And it's a penalty to Toulouse. An escort penalty against Wigan, and they're going to use the captain's challenge. You might as well, as we're now entering the final 10 minutes of this game, and it's been still rather close. So grabbed by Butler. That is an escort, but it is like in really much in the back play, so I don't think it would have affected that much, but it also could be a bit of a milk. Chase is onside. So trying to save Liam Farrell stepped purposely inside of the path, or it is just a bit of a milking of a penalty attempt. So pausing the ball on the foot. They're trying to see where Liam Farrell is. So they're now going frame by frame to have a look at Liam Farrell's line. I think he turns around to the back. He just turns around, doesn't really move towards the ball. He does stick his arm out on the left, though. So there we go. Yep, they're saying he's taken a step towards the Toulouse man. So challenge unsuccessful, so it will be a penalty for Toulouse, as we've just got under 10 minutes remaining now in this game. This is the question here. They're still down by 14, so... Rightio, they'll just have to go for the try here because I'm pretty certain there's no 2-point field goal. So here we go. Tap, play inside the 20 here. Big defensive set needed to be incoming here for Wigan if they want to secure this win. I mean, they're still very much in the driver's seat still, but Toulouse got some momentum here. Going off to the left-hand side, trying to find some gap to open up. Almost a breakthrough there for the number 25 of Luke Polselli. 5 out now, second tackle on the left-hand side. Spread it now more into the middle. And they're just trying to go up the guts, but it won't work. Third tackle now, 10 out. They'll go out to the right-hand side here, Toulouse. Feint down the middle is Jasami. Brought down 5 away now. Fourth tackle for Toulouse. Just trying to find something. And they're going to pass it out. It's a grubber kick. It's going to put pressure on Wigan, who's still deep inside the earth. But Adam Kieran gets out, and they have survived. As we've now got 9 minutes remaining, you just got to... Wigan, I think all they need to do is just continue making it set by set. Just keep this game flowing, and they should be home enough. Or they could just get another try and put an exclamation point on the victory. And you be careful. It could be a penalty, and that's what they didn't want to lose. And... giving a mark there. So it is a penalty there for Wigan. And I believe Wigan's taking the touch here as Bevan French has run straight and it'll be brought down, saying it's a flop. It'll be brought down just inside of Toulouse half here. So Wigan looking for the dagger blow here as we're now coming up to near 8 minutes remaining in this matchup. Oh, breakthrough there. Farriman gets the pass off to Sam Walters. And that will do it. Just under 8 minutes remaining, and that's now 34 points to 16. And that should take the wind out of the sails of Toulouse, and that should get the win for the Wigan Warriors as they remain top of the table and undefeated for this season. Bit of a but yeah, just Farrimond, really quick steps. It's like pretty scary that he's a number 6. It's a bit scary there, but there you go. Sam Waltz is getting the try as well, so that will get, surely enough, for Wigan to get the win there. So there's been points where they've been put under pressure here, but they've still hung on and have gotten the metrics done there. Just waiting for the conversion attempt as from Adam Kieran. So now just waiting. Just waiting it now as we're coming down now to the final 6 minutes. The conversion attempt is successful. It's 36 points to 16. So we're almost there, and that pretty much should all but confirm Wigan getting the win and remaining top of the table. I mean, they're probably still going to remain top of the table regardless, even if they did lose. Guess dependent on what would happen for Warrington. So here we go. There's the kick up in the air. And the ball has ended up as an attempted short kickoff, and Toulouse have ended up with it once again. It's been a couple of times they've been able to end up with it. So just waiting to see now what gets through. And it's probably attempted one-on-one strip there by Wigan. But second tackle, 40 away from the try line here. As Toulouse tried to, I guess, make the for and against a little bit better. Because basically would need to score every single set and let time continue here, but it's a big defensive run here by Wigan, just keeping them back at bay. As SA Junior making a big tackle there. Fourth tackle, 30 away from the try line. Toulouse next game, St Helens at home, Lee away, Catalan away. Well, there's 3 of them at least before the graphic went away. Anyways, last tackle for Toulouse on 20 metres out. Here's the kick by Shorrocks. Out to the left. It's a great take by Kieran. He gets brought down inside of the 10 for the first tackle as we're now entering the final 5 minutes of this game, and it has been a very good performance by Wigan. There was periods where Toulouse was starting to threat, and they just remained cool, calm and collective and have been able to get the job done. To be fair, there was a period where I thought this game was going to be a monstrous blowout, but Toulouse have made it still quite competitive, but it is still a 20-point lead for Wigan as they're just shy of halfway now for the last tackle, as of now just about 4 minutes now remaining, as you've got a high boot there by Harry Smith, as it's going to be threatening Ashorbot, who goes to his bum to catch it, and he'll get a pass out to the right hand side, and brought down to number 25 of Polselli inside of the 20 for the first tackle. So been good stuff. We're going to just give a quick check to see what is happening in the game between St Helens and Bradford. And just to say right here, it is now 16-all, 24 minutes remaining as it's a knock-on by Toulouse. So we will allow the time to just keep getting chewed out. So try for Sirinen and Saylor were both converted by Jackson Hastings. Has now leveled the game up with 24 to go. So 16-all between St Helens and Bradford. Just waiting now for the scrum now, as we've got about 3 minutes remaining in this game. So yeah, it's just been brilliant, brilliant stuff here for the Wigan Warriors. So remain top of the table. And they'll run up the guts. They probably want to keep up their illustrious and brilliant point difference. As Nsemba now trying to go up the guts, and he'll get brought down 10 metres away from the try line for the first tackle, or for the second tackle. The graphic disappeared there. But now they're just going to jet the forwards over the line here. Third tackle, trying to go from dummy half here as it's the number 25. Trying to get over the line here for Taylor Kerr, the young gun. Again, 4 away now, just knocking on the door here, Wigan. They're trying to find something. It's a 3-on-2. Farrellman's getting the steps, but again, he's just short. And he's going to be carried over the line and held up. And he's going to be held up, and this will be last tackle back to the 10-metre line. With time still going, so we'll be just ending up with about 2 minutes to go. So now short right-hand side here. Just trying to get the passes going, and they're just going to play on, but it's a penalty for a high shot right on the last tackle. But Kieran's been very brilliant this game, so they'll just chew up as much as the clock as possible to end the game out. So they're going to kick into touch here, Wigan, just to keep time going out. So the ball will go out. 10 metres out, full set of 6. Looks like Wigan might try to go for one more try to end this match. What has been a very decent display for them in the south of France. As that is Margot. Now 10 away from the line for the first tackles. We're in the final 90 seconds. Flatboard SA Junior. And it's a knock on by Wigan, so there'll be a scrum feed on the 10-metre line for Toulouse, but there won't be much of the ball played. Probably about 30 seconds. It'll be about 40 seconds, actually, but it has been a very decent performance by currently the most on-form team in England. They will go 4-0 to start the season. They've got a for and against now over probably near about 120, I believe, or 110, somewhere around these parts. But Toulouse have been valiant in their attack, but getting quite close. Mina Shalbot, very much a highlight, but it's been a very good performances by Eckersley, Kieran, even Farriman in the latter stages of this game as the final tackles start to happen here for Toulouse. We're entering the final 30 seconds. And just going to keep it through now, just shy of the 30 now for the second tackle, 15 remaining. And they'll get it off to the right-hand side as Toulouse try to go down swinging. And this will be the final play of the game now, 5 seconds to go. About 55 away from the line. They'll try to run down the line, can't find anything. And that'll be the wrap-up tackle. And that will be mission accomplished for the Wigan Warriors with a 36-16 win. No, hang on. What's happened here? And there's a late hit after the pass, so it's going to be a penalty here for Toulouse. No, they're just not allowing it, and that will be it. Possible talks of the penalty, but it doesn't happen. But the Wigan Warriors there get the job done, 36 points to 16, as they remain at the top of the table. And just quickly before we go to the ending part of the stream, as Kyle Felt has scored and St Helens have taken the lead for the first time in the match against the Bradford Bulls. It is now 20 points to 16. There you go. So St Helens starting to make their comeback there. Well, thank you all very much for watching this stream. It's been quite interesting. We'll be also doing one of the games tomorrow, which will be Huddersfield and Hull Kingston Rovers. Two of the teams currently at the bottom, but obviously wanting to get away from there. And we'll be also doing the Dolphins and the South Sydney Rabbitohs as well in the NRL. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you around. If not, thank you for deciding to tune in.